These are micro adjust belts, handmade right here in the shop by us. Premium leather, solid brass hardware, and the rounded buckle so it doesn't dig into your gut all day. But what is micro adjust? Well, the one problem everyone always has with their belts is one holds too tight, one's too loose. These little adjustments right here allow you to adjust your belt by 1/2 inch increments so it fits you exactly how you want for the lifetime of the belt. So check them out below. Weird unboxing today. I got one I've never even seen, and one super strange Merrell that there's a couple features I really liked, and I was like, this would be really cool to implement some of these things in some future collaborations, some future designs, because you know, that's half the fun of being able to see the vast majority of footwear on the market is you get unique perspective on a lot of things. And so it allows you to innovate and allows you to see unique things in the industry, unique opportunities, places for growth, whether it's through our own products, through collaborations, through new angles to talk about on the channel. I just like buying weird stuff too. And I don't even know what's in the Converse box, to be honest with you. So we got a big old box, Demko. We got us a Merrell box and the Converse 1908 archive by Tyler the Creator. I love me some Tyler the Creator. So let's hope this is not another celebrity collaboration that absolutely sucks. So many times we've just seen it over and over where they just absolutely cash out on their name on the product and there's no quality to back up it up in any way, shape, or form. But first, we got a box of Demkos. I think, let's check them all out. Why not? It's kind of a weird video today anyway. Let's get them all out and see what's what. Okay, we got 4 clear boxes, 3 non-clear boxes. Let's start going down the line. I think we're gonna give a lot of these knives away at the end of the year. So if you're on our email list, you will be the ones that get it. Okay, Demko. Demko's, I think, one of the very first brands that actually gave us knives for the channel too, so it's cool. It's also what cut my knuckle off during our pumpkin carving contest. So they're sharp, trust me. Ooh, they got a 12 Days of Christmas going on too. So Demko Knives owner and founder Andrew Demko first began forging chisels in 1988. And I really like this expression they have of like, if you can't depend on your knife, what good is the knife? Or like, if you lose your knife every 3 days, what good is a knife? Or what good is a, you know? When he was in 7th grade, wow, he instantly realized that this was a passion and began forging knives immediately. Like so many bladesmiths, Andrew began his journey from his garage, hammering out blade shapes, sharpening them with a small but manageable grinder. While pursuing his dreams, Andrew's passion for engineering and attention to detail was noticed by Cold Steel. Shout out to Cold Steel. I loved all those growing up. Andrew went on to engineer some of the most innovative, strongest locking mechanisms in the industry. The legendary Triad lock, the Scorpion lock, and most recently, a one-handed operator's dream, the Shark lock. Since the sale of Cold Steel, Andrew has grown his business to include his brother John Demko. John brings expertise to custom manufacturing, sales, and fabrication. Also joining the team is a longtime friend and fellow knife maker, Mike Wallace. Both John and Mike have knife designs that are being manufactured and distributed throughout the knife industry. So, you know, it's cool to kind of know the history of them, and it's not just another one of these giant corporate brands that's been like sold 30 different times. Like, these guys make knives that they care about, and that's why they stand out. That's why they have unique handles on them. They got unique designs, you know, really unique. That locking, that Shark lock is so nice. I love it. So just want to give you a little background of Demko since we unboxed some of the other knives. And they've sponsored a ton of videos, and it's one of those things where it's like, you want to know who's behind the brand, because especially in the modern era, there's so many people that are faking that and be like, yeah, we're a wholesome American brand, and then you find out they're like owned overseas and there's no offices in the United States. So it's cool that there's actually like real brands out there still doing it. So this is the Nano 20 CV Fat Carbon Arctic Storm CP. Whoa, look at that. Look at that thing. Is that like sanded down carbon fiber? What the heck? And I love this. I opened one of these the other day for another video. Just these little short, chubby little knives that they make. That action's really stiff. I'm sure it loosens up. What? Yeah, look, you can see all the multiple layers, so it's gotta be some sort of like carbon fiber. Okay, this is the Nano Shark, but that's the wrong handle. Okay, here we are. The Nano Shark, $312, not cheap, but you gotta pay for quality. The Arctic Storm will be available late September. What is the scales though? The handle is constructed from Arctic Storm fat carbon. Features cage bearings around the pivot pin, and as always, the patented shark lock mechanism. So it is carbon fiber. That's cool. Look at all the different colors of it. That one's sick. Little chubby little knife. I love it. Okay, that one's sick. Let's see, so these ones, that's a different style. This is another Nano. Whoa, so this is the titanium one then, I think. Okay, the Nano Shark C20 CV titanium. $279 right now on sale, $350 when it's not on sale. I love titanium, it's such a cool material. It has such a unique color to it too. It's kind of like that dirty silver. That one's cool. Right now, I'm gonna keep ranking these as we go along. Right now, that one's the coolest to me. Then this one. Okay, I think there's one more Nano. Yeah, right here. Maybe there's a couple. Okay, this one's, I think, looks like brushed titanium or like matte titanium. What are you? It's not even on their site. Wait, is it right? Yeah, Nano. Oh, it's aluminum. It says alum right there. Okay, that's going third. That's probably a little cheaper since it's aluminum. Okay, last Nano. Oh, this is the one I already unboxed. I believe this is aluminum too. I scratched the edge, I thought, to see if it was aluminum. Well, it's not aluminum. What is this? Right here. Ooh, this one's way more affordable. $185 right now. I think that's their Black Friday sale. Black G10. Must be some sort of composite material, G10. So that's how I'd rank the Nanos. That carbon one is so sick. Then titanium, then the aluminum, and then C10, G10. Okay, what else we got? What is this one? This is a AD 20.5. Okay, so titanium handle, a lot bigger knife. You can see the difference between these two sizes. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, now what are these guys? Performance first. Let's find out. Let's use my favorite one so far to unbox it. It's another Nano. Is it? Oh yeah, is it? But is it? Oh, no, it's different, right? So it's a little bit bigger, just slight. No, God, it's so hard to tell. I swear that's bigger. Yeah, it's different. Slightly different. What's the difference? Nano 10A. Let's see what the Nano 10A is. Maybe, I don't know. Oh, much more affordable. No? Yes? Maybe? This is the one I cut my finger off with. It's more affordable. I wonder what makes it more affordable. It's a different steel. So this is AUS 10A, and this is 20 CV. No, that's not the metal, is it? We're still learning, okay. Yeah, it is. Offers AUS 10A steel. So it must just be a more affordable steel. Make them cheaper. That's nice, because, you know, 350 bucks is not cheap for a knife by any means. Especially when you lose them as much as I lose knives. Okay, so this must be another one. Oh yeah, this is the orange one that we just saw at the listing. Nice little matching orange tool. Oh, what? Since when did they make this? It's like the perfect little knife I've been looking for. We had the whole baby knife series of a replaceable utility blade knife. This has a full coverage of the blade, so you can like really use that full blade. Use a little star wrench to replace it. You know, it's not nearly as small as some of those other ones. You can see it's still really tall, still pretty big, but it's fairly lightweight. That's a good contender for that series. Maybe I'll add this to the, I haven't done that follow-up video. I need to do it. That's nice. How much is this? Like, that's the kind of blade I like. As much as I like all the unique metals and everything and the scales and all that, I like the utility blades. It's probably because I'm a knife novice, but I do like it. It's so much easier. Razor Shark. Razor Shark. Ooh, it's only 60 bucks too. 75 retail. Cool, that's nice. I wish it was a little bit tighter though, you know, just a little smaller, a little more compact. But there's guys that want these for just like everyday use and not just to hang on this off their belt in the hopes that it doesn't pull their pants down like me. So, Demko. Lots of cool knives. Oh, we got one more. Uno más. A10 mag cut, clip point, texture titanium, HK. Whoa, geez, look at this thing. A freaking Rambo knife. I thought we were gonna unbox this one, because this is just like ridiculous. This thing weighs so much. Look how big that is compared to the little the nano version. That's cool. Okay, which knife do I do the rest of the unboxings with then? All these, which one's my favorite? I really like this one. These two are probably my favorites for today. Okay, those will be our unboxing knives. Now, to the shoes. Starting with Merrell first. And I'll show you what I found so interesting about this design. Because I don't even know exactly how I would implement it in anything, but there's just, it caught my eye, and I've always liked the little Hydromoc. So, you gotta do orange and orange, even though there's literally no tape on here. Let's see what we got. Oh, baby. Oh, look at these. Aren't those so ridiculous? We cut a pair of Crocs that was very similar to this whole concept, where they put basically a winter upper, what am I trying to say? They basically put like a winter moon boot inside of a pair of Crocs, but it didn't work. It was like pretty poorly designed. And I saw this one, and I was like, dang, look at this thing. This is ridiculous. I like the colors, old school jazz colors. I like the way they combine this. And the thing that I really liked about the original Hydromocs was this area. I really like that cutout and how it still gives you a nice heel, but it's not tied in anywhere. But the thing that really stuck out to me I think I randomly stumbled on this on Pinterest or something when I was doing some design concepting. Because when I'm designing stuff, I like to just look at a bunch of photos of random shoes and boots and different industries and just things that catch my eye, and I'll start collecting them, whether it's through photos or through actually buying them. And I loved this. Like, look at this split right here. That split is really smart. I like how it wides out, and you still got your ability to tie your laces in, but you also have flex points pre-built in. It allows it to expand. And I don't think I've ever really seen this done on anything else in that way. So I was like, ooh, I like that little element. I might just, you know, I'm gonna put that in the memory bank for the time being until like something pops up where that could be implemented. I really like how the bungee laces tie down to the bottom of the sole. I like that look. It kind of reminds me of an old school like mountain boot. And so I like that concept too, of like modernizing that style of construction. Cause this come out. Whoa, look at that, what the heck? I didn't know it came out. So you could still kind of wear these as is actually. Cause what would prevent you from doing that? Nothing. And you got the classic 4-wheel drive strap, you know. And they're pretty hardy, you know, they've got a rubber sole on them. They've still got that foam throughout the majority of the shoe. But I just like the simplicity of all this back area. You know, it's still very simple, but the way that they form it around still hugs your heel. And these just look way better than Crocs to me. And they still are fairly anatomical if you look at that. That's cool. You know what I mean? It's just like, it's so ridiculous and so over the top, and like I like when brands really push the limits of things and like try to come up with new ways of doing things that either have been done before, or combining something that belongs in this industry, something that's in this industry, and marrying them together. It's pretty cool. So, I don't know, I just bought it because I liked it. I think it was so unique and so different. I wanted to have it for inspiration. If you want to see it cut in half, maybe we will, but no promises. So what is this? I actually have no idea. They didn't tell me. They're like, just open it, it'll be a surprise. And I was like, okay. So it's clearly Converse 1908 Archives by Tyler, the Creator. Le Fleur? Le Fleur? Le Fleur? How do you say that? Le Fleur. Le Fleur? Oh, it's perfume. Le Fleur. Le Fleur, yeah. Got it. You know what I hate more than anything is these stupid videos that's like, do you want to learn how to say Le Fleur? I'm like, yeah, just say it. Like, this video needs to be 3 seconds long. But instead it's like 3 minutes long.
You are looking at Julian's pronunciation.
Yeah, no guy.
Sounds.
Say the fucking word.
Word meaning flower.
God, you do it.
It's also a name. So this is
Can say it.
flower with the article.
Say it.
La fleur.
Got it.
La. This is.
Okay, the irony of me complaining about that is everyone's like, you don't even unbox them until like 8 minutes into the video. And I'm like, yeah, because it's more than unboxing. This, I was just looking for a word. So, come on, YouTube Julian, tighten that shit. Tighten that up. That's annoying. I hate that every time I'm doing that. It's so annoying. Anyway, size 10, my size. So what the heck do we have here? Let's find out. Tyler, the Creator, it could be anything. It could literally be anything. I like the packaging though, it's really cool. It's really, really pretty. Especially for Converse. Converse 1908, a curated collection by Tyler, the Creator. Okay, moment of truth. What the heck are these things that Sam wouldn't let me see before I unboxed them? Yeah, there we go. What is this? What the heck? Where do we even get this? And Tyler, the Creator? Why are they so heavy? What is this thing? Grinch shoes for Christmas? Woo, they stank too. Okay, what's going on in here? Made in Vietnam. They're heavy as Okay. What's going on here? Let's see if we can just judge this before we look it up. That, ooh. Okay, so the brown, I can see glue between the brown outsole and this rubber bumper that runs around. So it must be a cemented sole. I don't think that's glued together. I think that, I don't know. I'm guessing the outsole and the welt are one piece because I'm guessing that's a fake welt. I really doubt this is like a traditionally built boot, but it is really heavy. Well, relatively heavy compared to anything I expected from Converse. What is all this? Protect probably the laces from burnishing the leather as it ships. Le Fleur. Le Fleur. Okay, let's see what's under the insole. This is what really starting to tell us. Pretty basic insole. Okay, so it's strobo stitched. So there's no way that sole is Goodyear welted or anything. One or more of the components on this product is dyed material. There is a possibility that some of the color migrate may be, okay, so it's just a color migration. So it's like a duck boot combined with a old school like mountain boot combined with a pair of Chucks. This boot is weird. And it's like really puffy, but this, is that actual leather? It feels like leather, but it's really, really thin leather. And it's got like that toe bumper of like a duck boot, the mountain boot kind of vibes, Converse kind of cut. That is weird. I don't even know if that's I can see the cross section. Oh, wouldn't you guess it? Fake leather lining. Surprise, surprise. All right, what do you think the price of this thing is? My guess is they're probably trying to sell this for like $350. You know, like, especially with Tyler, the Creator involved. What is it called? Le Fleur. That's what it was. Le Fleur. Oh, they're not as much as I thought. Where's the price? Oh, there's the price. $150. 1908 Bronco boot. Like, good Lord. Does there need 4 pop-ups on every site? Okay, tell me about it. Tyler, the Creator pays tribute to the 90s Converse boot, blending the original stylish durability with signature cues from Golf Le Fleur palette. What kind of durability are we talking about here? Because It's clearly not. It's like thin leather, it's stroble stitched. This outsole has a fake stitch on it. So, but it's 150 bucks. So take it with a grain of salt. So I'm curious, what is this? Like, I feel like these big brands, they like even with Uggs and Posty, there's like no information. They didn't market it. Like they didn't like brand the products. They were just like, oh, it's Post Malone stuff, buy it. And that's how this feels. It's like, oh, it's Tyler Creator stuff, just buy it. Like we don't need to like put any work into explaining why and how and what is the, you know. So let's see if they actually do it. Pays tribute to the 90s Converse boot blend that blended classic Chuck DNA with rugged durability but stylish look of boots from that era. Tyler puts Golf Le Fleur spin on its premium suede. It's definitely not premium suede. And minimalist tones for his signature palette. Rooted in 1908, the year Converse was founded, this collection celebrates the timeless Converse legacy of fearless creativity, innovation, and self-expression. But you know what I mean? Like, they don't say anything about the shoe, like the product. It's like, oh, this is combining old stuff and new stuff. Okay, what about? Like, what else are we looking at here? Like, what's this from? Show me the picture of the boots that these are based off of. Give me the context to what you're trying to sell me. You know, especially when brands are like, this is a time-honored thing, and this is a history, and that. I'm like, show me, like, prove it. Like, that's why people do this kind of branding and marketing, is like to engage people into the history and teach them something and make them feel like they're a part of the bigger brand. But instead, they're just like the most surface level marketing of all time, in my opinion. Maybe they would I'm sure they would disagree. But I didn't learn anything additional from this this description than literally just looking at it myself and looking at the box. And it's crazy to me that these giant companies just never inform the consumer about, you know, obviously that doesn't matter as much as maybe the quality, but it's like, at least describe what the product is. Let alone the quality, you know, because obviously premium suede, it's not premium, it's cheap. You know, it's like, ugh, I don't know. Some of these big brands just drive me nuts sometimes. Yeah, because there's no information. What the hell is LaFleur? What does Tyler the Creator have to do with anything? Where's the information? It's crazy to me. Like, I feel like these would sell so much more if they would actually, first of all, make them decent quality and describe what it even is and where the history is and what Converse 1908 has anything to do with Tyler the Creator and like, what is this for? You know, it's just, maybe you caught me on an off day, but that just seems super annoying to me, especially for how cool the whole concept is. Like, this could have been a really cool like history lesson, and maybe it is. Okay, let's check myself first. Let's chill out a little bit. Let's see if maybe it's on the homepage. Maybe there's some more information. Stranger Things. I haven't watched the new season. It looks terrible. Actually, I watched like half the first episode. I was like, oh, I'm good on this. I'll wait till all of the episodes are out and then maybe watch it. Okay, new and featured. Give us Tyler the Creator. Okay, 1908, we found it. We're on the right path. Okay, history repeats itself. I swear, if this just repeats the same thing that we just read. This is 1908, an archival collection celebrating our legacy of fearless creativity and innovation, driving to the Tyler the Creator. Okay. What? It really doesn't. It doesn't give you any information of like, why are they working together? Why does he care? Ugh. Like, it makes me not want to buy it at all. Like, I would never buy this. I love Tyler the Creator. I actually really like Tyler the Creator, but doesn't mean you get a free pass, especially on Rose Anvil 2. You know what I mean? There's no freaking information on what any of this is. The Bronco boot pays tribute to a 90s Converse boot. What boot? What the hell are we talking about? The jogger, ahead of the pace since 1976. What are we talking about? What is this? Okay, what? The Okay, maybe this has some information. Explore the archives. But you also shouldn't have to click 4 times to understand the concept of a collaboration. That just goes to show you they really rely on, like, people just buy our stuff. Throw a celebrity's name on it, say it says something to do with history, people will buy it. That's how it comes off to me. Because I had to like dig through their site to even find the history. And I doubt this even connects to this collaboration. Yeah, it's just their general history. So that's why I hate these giant brands. Like, I love Converse. I've always had pairs of Converse in my entire life. I love the Chucks. I love some Chuck 70s. But it's like, you can never trust Converse, ever. Like, remember that old, this is like 4 years ago, that boot you could literally just tear the sole off of? The freaking foam soled versions that sucked. Like Converse just, I don't know, whatever. That's how all these big brands are. I want to just tear this thing apart there. Let's see if we can do it. I don't think I'll be able to tear it apart. For 150 bucks though, enough of the ranting and being annoyed at these giant brands. 150 bucks, it's not the worst. It could be worse, could be better, but it's not like they're selling it for 300 bucks like that Timberland. If you haven't seen the Timberland video, go watch that. They caught me on a bad day on that recording. Whoops. But at least it's not that bad. At least it's priced to where it should be, and it's at least somewhat positioned with like 3 sentences they repeat over and over. So I'm like, how was there no copywriter that was like, hey, this seems like a big collaboration with Tyler the Creator. Maybe we should write more than 3 lines of copy. Like maybe we should position this. Maybe we should explain what is it? Why is it this way? What does it harken back to? So take that for what it's worth. I honestly was like, well, these might be cool. And now I'm like just annoyed more at Converse. But okay, I'll give you the silver lining. What's the positive spin on it? Where can I find the positives? So that this whole video is not just negative about Converse. They are affordable-ish. I think they can still sell these for 100 bucks. I don't think 100. I still think like there's not much quality of anything in here. It's like a regular cup sole, some foxing, some cheap suede, some fake leather on the inside. Even 150 bucks seems like a little bit more than I would pay ever for any reason for these. But it's not ridiculously overpriced. It has a unique aesthetic. It is unique. I don't think I'd necessarily want to wear Grinch or like mint, like those little mints you get at Olive Garden, mint shoes. But that's subjective, right? Like who cares? Like if someone likes these, like what does it matter what I think? I don't know. Yeah, because it's like everything I care about like is not in this. So final answer, Tyler the Creator is cool. And he's attached to this, and that is cool. Everything else about this is annoying and uninformative, not informative, and they smell like death. So, they smell like, oh, you know what it smells like? If you ever had like a cavity filled and they put like the UV sensitive like cavity filler in there and they put the light on it and bake it, and you smell it, that's what they smell like. That's exactly what they smell like. So, despite being a little pissy pants today, they are kind of cool. They're really unique. They're different. Like they're pushing the limits. It is cool that they're harking back to some old school designs, rolling in some elements of shoes that nobody knows what they're talking about because they don't even have photos of them. But it is cool. I like those ideas. I like combining 2 different things. I like harking back to the old school days, and I love Tyler the Creator. So despite all the negative things, it is still cool-ish at the end of the day, and I just don't know anything about it. And apparently neither does Converse or anyone that's involved in this project. So, if you want a pair of these, check them out below. I'm pretty sure these Merrell Mocs are all sold out. Like, I had to buy one off it's like Sierra Trading Post or something. Yeah, I did. Yeah, that is exactly what it was. So if you don't know who Sierra Trading Post is, go check out their site. Because if you ever want a pair of Red Wings, you want like a half, maybe not half off, like 30% off. You can get factory seconds from Sierra Trading Post. You find old stuff that's been sold out. All of the Demko knives. All of them, especially these 2. So check those out below, and thank you guys for watching this and letting me rant about how annoying some of these brands are sometimes. And it's not even annoying from a perspective of like, oh, this annoys me and I will never support them. I'm like, no, this is a cool opportunity. Like, why don't you just do it all the way and like make a cool product that tells a cool story that really like looks more than just a quick like cash grab, I'm like, this is a cool opportunity. Why don't you just do it? Like, why don't you take it all the way instead of like half? In my opinion. Maybe I missed all the marketing. Maybe there's some more out there somewhere, but at least on their website, another product listing, very little information, which is disappointing. That's more where my frustration is coming from, I think. So anyway, thank you guys. See ya.